Out of every 20 no-codable app or SaaS ideas out there, maybe just one is reliably profitable where different versions of the same solution are successful. That 5% success rate is where you want to be, and in this video, I'll cover 3 no-code app and SaaS that are part of the chosen few. And I'll share what all 3 examples have in common. The truly reliable way to milk that sweet no-code money. Let's find your cash cow. Let's get real for a second because I don't want to waste your time. Reliable doesn't mean fail-proof. I'm a great example. Sometimes my mom says I'm reliable, but more often than not, she calls me a failure and a disappointment. If you're hoping this video will give you an idea for a simple, no-code solution guaranteed to make you tens of thousands, you might be confusing me with Iman Ghazi. I can't make impossible promises. I'm not handsome enough to get away with it. What I would love to show you are 3 app and SaaS ideas that are not just no-code friendly, they've demonstrated continuous success in the no-code space for non-tech founders. Directories, job boards, and coaching and courses. For each type, I'll cover how they work and make money, successful examples, and how you can innovate the idea. Spoiler, it's all about specializing. And as we cover the 3 ideas, I want you to identify a common pattern throughout them. There's one, and this pattern goes beyond the 3 examples. What do they have in common that makes them profitable no-code apps? If you can nail this, you won't need to watch no-code idea videos for the rest of your life. You will see no-code app ideas everywhere you go. Just like the movie 13 Ghosts, where those glasses let you see Jekyll. And after all that, I'll recommend a no-code app builder that I think best fits these use cases. My regular viewers will be surprised, but it shows conclusively that Adrian is not just a mini-weenie. He's a fair mini-weenie. Why is this useful for you? If you're watching software idea videos, you're starting from the solution end instead of the problem end. It's fine, but stick to proven solutions to give yourself the best chance of success. Then you don't have to come up with something new, you just need to innovate on already successful ideas. And if you won't even do that, then subscribe. Like this video, leave a friendly comment, and get out of here. On the other hand, if you're ready to innovate, then you should still do all those things. And let's get started with the first no-code app idea. Directories. A directory is a platform that compiles and organizes lists of businesses, services, people, or resources in a format that allows users to intuitively filter and search for what they want. When they find a specific entry they want to learn more about, they can see additional information about it. Strictly speaking, no transactions are made on directory itself. It's just a fancy signboard. It's so easy to build that many no-code app builders have a template for it. Bubble has one, Flutterflow has one, Glide has a couple, one for specific locations and one for specific businesses. Directories are all about monetizing traffic, which means making money 2 main ways. If your niche is narrow but valuable, your money comes from businesses paying to be listed and featured in the directory. If your niche has broad appeal, in addition to sponsored listing, you can offer advertising. My favorite example of a successful directory is There's an AI for that, which is a giant, and I mean giant, directory of AI tools which visitors can filter by function, image generators, copywriting tools, and many more. They make money by charging developers and founders $347 to submit a new tool, $49 to update the tool, and $99 to highlight a tool, which is a nice way to say you can get a direct link to your platform instead of to a product description page. Digital tools directory are always popular, and there's ton of other niches besides AI. Digital tools focuses on B2B tools, and no-code.tech does no-code tools. You'll notice these are very broad topics. So I'll recommend you innovate by specializing. For example, instead of just AI tools, focus on just one type of AI tool with a large number of options and demand. Copywriters, for example. The idea is that when people are looking for an AI copywriter, they go to you first because they know they won't get bothered by all the other AI tools they don't want if they use there's an AI for that. Directories can also be for physical locations. Take Sayulita Live. It's basically a directory of everything tourists and visitors could want to do in Sayulita, a beach town in Mexico. If you want to know where to eat, where to rent, even where to take a dump or hide a dead body in Sayulita, you go to Sayulita Live. They don't disclose their fees, but they make money by charging businesses for listing a profile or property for rent or sales. I will say their directory is very extensive and probably can't be replicated exactly with no code. But you could easily create your own location-specific directory of your nearest tourist town. Sign up the businesses for free initially, then start charging once you get more traffic. And once you really get traction, you could do a community support campaign like Sayulita, where they commit $5,000 per month to whatever charity you want. In addition to being a nice thing to do, it's good press, which makes it easier to onboard even more businesses and score even more users, a positive feedback loop. Or you can be a selfish bastard and keep all of that to yourself. Before I talk about the next way you can make money, I would like 30 seconds to talk about how I make money. My team and I at Upside Studio help non-technical entrepreneurs grow past $5 to $10 million in annual revenue with custom software. We've worked with over 30 leading brands across industries. These businesses were stuck where no ready-made solution on the market solved their problem. To continue growing, they had to make their own solution. If your business is also currently stuck at this 5 to 10 million level and you want to explore custom solutions, let me help. There's a link in the description to sign up for a free, no strings attached strategy session. We'll dissect your current constraint together and you get an honest opinion about whether custom software is your answer. And if yes, we decide if we can work together. If it's not, you just save yourself from a very big investment with no ROI. Apply through the link and we'll be in touch. I'm only taking 3 of these calls per month and it's first come, first serve. So if you want to work with me, apply now. Back to the video. Job boards. Job boards are online platforms that list job openings from multiple slave owners that slaves can search for and apply to. Or you can call them employers and employees. You say tomato, I say tomato. It's pretty similar to a directory, but in a job board, a job seeker can submit a resume and additional documents. And they should be able to specify their skills and preferences and get shown the right jobs. Typically, you charge the employer a fee to advertise their job and maybe a little on top of successful hires. Super simple premise, and again, lots of no-code app builders have templates you can use. In fact, one of the most often used examples of no-code success story is a job board, Command. They were first built with Bubble in 2016 and their thing was to be like Fiverr where you can hire freelancers. Unlike Fiverr, Comet focuses exclusively on IT professionals and they serve a dual purpose. They also screen job seekers to give employers assurance of quality. It's smart. They combine a job listing with an employment agency. And looking at their pricing strategy, looks like they are currently leaning more towards the agency side of things. They're not on Bubble anymore as far as I can tell, but it shows you can build something like this with a no-code app builder. Doesn't have to be Bubble and it will grow. In 2022, Comet made over $50 million in revenue. The next example I want to share is Remote OK. It's also a job board like Fiverr, but here it's exclusively for remote working positions. Remote working isn't just in tech. It can be for marketers, for writers, educators. Tons of jobs today can be done without walking into an office. Some employers aren't cool with that, but some are. And that's who Remote OK caters to. So when you're on that platform, it's with the automatic understanding it's for a remote position. The founder of Remote OK is Peter Levels and he's very active on X. And he's very open about income from all his apps. Remote OK seems to average about $40,000 a month in revenue. It doesn't make millions like Comet, but it's a lot simpler and less work. So a job board is both no-codable and profitable. You just need to think of a specific niche, a specific industry, or a specific audience. Maybe a job board exclusively for stay-at-home mums and dads. Not to be confused with a job board for sugar mummies and sugar daddies. But you know what? I'm pretty sure those will do very well too. I'll be interested. Have you spotted a common pattern across these two examples? Well, if not, you have one more chance. Let's look at the last no-code app idea. Coaching and courses. These are apps that provide educational content and personalized guidance for some sort of end goal. And this end goal can be career or passion related, or for the lucky ones, a mix of both. What you expect to see are structured learning modules, live coaching sessions, progress tracking, and quizzes and tests. They can be more depending on the specific type of coaching or course. Now, let's look at some examples because there are a lot of them specifically with no-code. Number one, good course. Built with Bubble, and they do bite-sized learning on more interpersonal topics like consent, sexual harassment, and inclusiveness. Number two, AB Money. Built with Flutter, and it offers courses on meditation and positive mindsets. I wouldn't personally use it, but hey, it's got 100,000 downloads on Google Play Store alone and has made 100,000 in revenue. So if you can find a niche subject with enough demand, you just need to break it down into a series of structured learning modules, and then you can deliver it as a course. If that's all you want to do, you could probably just use a video streaming site for that. Using a no-code app allows you to cross and upsell live teaching, quizzes, and achievement badges. You can also learn from the App Money developers. In their case, they collaborated with a YouTube personality or influencer, whatever the hell you want to call it, and leverage her expertise on, well, so that the app could leverage her following. There's lots of examples of YouTubers who build and sell coaching apps and use their channel as a sales platform. Jeff Nippert is a fitness YouTuber and sells a nutrition app. Mike Israetel from Renaissance Periodization is a fitness YouTuber and sells a workout tracking app. And Jeff Cavalier from AthleanX is a fitness YouTuber with a massive channel and has an app dedicated to building apps. I could definitely use that one. Tons of them all over YouTube. And a lot are good at YouTube, but dumb as a rock at everything else. So it smells like a match made in heaven. Okay, so we've taken a look at directories, job boards, and coaching apps. I asked you at the start to tell me what the common theme was across these examples. What do they have in common that makes them profitable no-code apps? The common pattern? They're all digital middlemen. The three of them, and by extension, all the most reliable, profitable no-code app and SaaS ideas, will involve connecting users to external products or services. A directory connects visitors to businesses or to other digital tools. A job board connects employers and employees. A coaching app connects suckers to whatever this is. If you want to make money with no code, the best thing you can do is think of something to connect. You are a digital middleman. Does that mean you can't make a profitable, full-fledged SaaS with a subscription model with no code? No, of course you can. But what do you want? Do you want to build a no-code SaaS? It has to be a SaaS. Or do you want to make money with no code? Unless you already have a validated problem, you need to choose between these two. What no-code app builder would I recommend? Those of you who watch my channel will laugh at me or call me a hypocrite. Bubble. If you want to make a directory, job board, or coaching app, and you are confident you just want to stay small and simple, I think Bubble is a good choice. Why? Lots of free and paid templates, comprehensive documentation and learning resources, a big dedicated community, and very good customization and extension by no-code standards. The only drawback is that it's a lot better at web apps compared to mobile apps. And right now, you only have an option for a wrapper. It's pretending to be a mobile app, but it's a fraud. But a good enough fraud for simple apps. But supposedly, native mobile app capabilities are on the way. I can already see the questions coming.
What about Flutter 4, Adrian? What about Adalo? What about this weird app builder that only has 3 users from Siberia, Adrian?
My answer to all those kinds of questions is, does it have what you will need? Comprehensive templates, documentation, community, or robust customizations? If yes, then go ahead. I'll recommend you check out my tier list on app builders. List with an S because there's 2 of them. One for web app builders, one for mobile. I recommend you watch both. In total, I review and rank over 30 no-code app builders on the market based on key metrics. You'll find your app builder there. Please subscribe if you're not, leave a comment about whether you agree or disagree with my recommendations, and see you in the tier list. Cheers guys!